Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with horse racing tips for York races on Friday the 25th of August. Well, first, a quick recap on Thursday's performance. Well, it was a losing day. If you followed me in with the Lucky 15, the Trailer 15, and left it to SP, I do believe you might have shown a very small profit. I'm sure I may be corrected if I am wrong with that, but yes, if you left it to SP and you only had the each wheel of 15, I do believe the last two places could have made you a profit, a slight profit. However, it was a big losing day for myself. I thought I was a little bit, not really unlucky, but there was a 66 to 1 fourth place horse that missed out on third place by a head. Unfortunately, I didn't get anything with it anyway, so it didn't make any difference. The bets finished quite well in the end. There's a 28 to 1 second that returned SP 28 to 1, Coco Jambu, whatever it was called, and then another place horse. It slips you for a second, but it doesn't really matter now. It was a losing day. So let's get on to Friday's selections. So I'm keeping my powder relatively dry because I'm waiting for the weekend, because I'm also excited once again because it's Redcar. I'm hoping for a bit of rain, and I'll be watching the forecasts. So let me get on to York races on Friday. So the bet is a 10 pence each way, lucky 31, and also a 5 pence each way doubles. Comes to £7.20. So the first selection is Savvy Night at 16 to 1 in the 150 at York. Unfortunately, it's a money back special, not an extra place race, so they only pay it out on the first three. If you like to pick your own horses and just go for my opinion, I do also like the look of Educator in the same race. And basically, I've had to flip a coin. Educator has got the more obvious form. Savvy Night, it's been running quite a lot on the all-weather. Caravaggio's do not have a good record on the all-weather. And it's only one of its recent runs on the turf was also on heavy ground. I believe this horse has got conditions to suit tomorrow, which is quick ground. And Sean Woods, I think, is a decent trainer that can get horses ready for decent prize money. And speaking of decent prize money, the very last selection is an interesting selection, so hang on for that. The next selection is Action Point at 12 to 1 in the 3 o'clock at York, paying 4 places instead of 3. This horse is right behind the best of those in this race. It's Archie Watson, Holly Doyle. I think this will be right up with the pace, if not leading, and I think it could minimum hang on for a place. 12 to 1, I think it's decent value. The next selection is Twilight Calls at 14 to 1 in the 335 at York, paying 5 places instead of 3. I do also like Big Eds. However, I think there's loads of pace on. Could it collapse? I don't know. But if it does, Frankie could get the pace right and mop up with this horse. This horse has got quick ground again, something it's not always had recently. The last time it did, it ran well. Henry Candy, perfect for getting horses ready for big races. I think at 14 to 1, it's got a cracking chance, especially paying first 5. Well, when I spoke a minute ago, I was talking about the last horse. It isn't the last horse. It's the next horse. And the horse is, if you remember, it's the Rant. It's Reach at 15 to 2 in the 10 past 4 at York, paying 5 places instead of 3. And it's the Easterbiz. Well, the Rant was the other day. And that was my annoyance, how they rode this horse. Well, it's clear what happened in that race the other day at Windsor. It was very fresh, ran very keen, and in my opinion, it's been completely aimed at this race. Well, there may be a future race, but basically they let it run free in that race, and I don't think it ran to the best of its ability. It was allowed to end up being in last place and then run on again. And to be fair, I don't think the horse knew whether it was coming or going. I think this is the race. I think it's 50 or 60 odd grand prize money. I thought the Windsor race was because it was big prize money. That's why they went there. But I think it was just a good blowout, and this is the race for it. It's got Joanna Mason on board, massive prize money at stake for a handicap. So it's Reach at 15 to 2 in the 10 past 4 at York, paying 5 places instead of 3. And then finally, a trainer that, to be fair, I don't really like backing the horses, but I think this horse is gradually working its way into form, and it wants his quick ground, and the horse is Finn's Charm at 16 to 1 in the 5:15 at York, paying 4 places instead of 3. So those are all the selections for Friday. I finish work quite early tomorrow, but between 11 and 12, I'm going to really get stuck into the form. The last time I did that, we had a decent day. I think it was last Saturday. I don't think many people followed my horses because there wasn't much of a reaction, but it was a very good it was a very good Saturday. Disappointed on the football. So, yeah. So, I'm going to have a good study. So, if you give me a like or a subscribe, that'd be great. If you don't want to, that's fine. So, the very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.